All right, what up, y'all? So recently there have been some conversations reported about Logan Paul being the person or being one of the people to go against John Cena in this final year of his career. Now, if you don't know, I'm a very big John Cena fan. He is the greatest of all time in my book. And the way I feel about John Cena is quite the opposite about how I feel about Logan Paul. Logan Paul has shown a great ability to do moves in the ring. He's shown a great ability to be athletic and do certain spots and stuff like that. But to me, there's no room for Logan Paul to be taking up spots on this roster. There are much more talented superstars that are much more deserving of the opportunities that Logan Paul has been getting and will continue to get, most likely. And I don't understand what Logan Paul's purpose is in WWE. And I've had people tell me a whole bunch of different things. He brings in fans, which I still have not seen proven to me yet. That I was told that he was going to add more legitimacy to the U.S. Championship. In fact, he destroyed it even more. So those are two lies just straight off the bat. Logan Paul has not told a captivating story since he's been here. He's shown that he can just be a cool spot guy. And to me, he would fit more in AEW. Honestly. Because if he brings in all these fans, they need him. If he can do all these cool spots, there are people over there that do cool spots. You can go over there right there, you know? But being in WWE, I don't think this is the place where he needs to be. If he's going to have to do all this wrestling stuff, you know? And I don't understand why Triple H and other wrestling fans are so captivated with the fact of Logan Paul when I'm not really sure what this guy does that makes him any different than any other superstar on the roster, you know? Now, I will say this to his credit. He has learned how to wrestle a lot quicker than many of the superstars who've been wrestling for their entire lives. You know, that's something I will say to credit him. I do think that while I will never see him as a professional wrestler, I will always see him as a celebrity attraction kind of superstar. He has found a way to learn wrestling very quickly, and he makes it look natural for him. You know what I'm saying? So I will give him that. But even with all of that, even with all of his natural talent, even with all of his, again, the fans that people say he brings in, I still do not see a reason for him to ever, on the surface level, have a match against John Cena and beat him. I hold John Cena at a very high level, okay? That is damn near the greatest of all time to some people. For me, like I said, the greatest of all time. When we go and look at the list of people that Cena fought at the end of his career, well, in this last year, Randy Orton probably, CM Punk, Seth Rollins maybe, you know, all the list of people, Hall of Famers, The Rock, Roman Reigns probably again. And then I see YouTuber, Viner, podcaster Logan Paul in the middle of that list. It just sticks out like a sore thumb. He doesn't deserve to be here. He doesn't. I haven't seen Logan Paul do anything that gives me the sense of like, okay, he deserves to be U.S. champion. He deserves to have these marquee matches. They just put him in the spots. They just throw him in there. They just throw him in there for the sake of throwing him in there because they know he'll be able to get through the match. You know, that's cool. But are you giving me a story? Why should I care about Logan Paul? If you're walking into the company and you see Logan Paul standing there, how can you sell to this new fan, why should I care about this guy? And I challenge someone in the comments to tell me what is captivating about Logan Paul. Why should I give any amount of damns about anything that Logan Paul does in this company? Because all I've seen is that he can do moves. Great. Can you do anything else? Can someone point to me a 5-star, 4-star, maybe a 3-star promo from Logan Paul? I can't find one. You know? And like, it's cool that he can do the match, but there's other aspects of wrestling that Logan Paul can't do or just doesn't do, you know? And this too, even with the whole Logan Paul can put on a great match thing, the one thing that I learned about when the WWE bring these people in is that when they bring these celebrities in, because that's what Logan Paul is, he's a celebrity. When they bring these people in and they have their first 1, 2, 3 matches, They are extremely rehearsed, extremely going over. So the celebrity does not mess up, does not hurt himself, and does not hurt the superstar, does not go out there looking stupid, you know? So I don't give Logan Paul that many points for all the stuff that he does, really, you know? Has he done some amazing stuff? Absolutely. That spot with Ricochet at the Rumble, insane. You know, I was jumping up and down too. It was crazy. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't change the fact that Logan Paul does not bring anything new to this company. There are many superstars that could have done that exact same spot with Ricochet, but they don't get the TV time. You know, they're just backstage in catering or doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So why should I care about Logan Paul more than I care about them? I shouldn't. You know? Logan Paul has not shown me anything to say, okay, you deserve to be in this high position that you're in the company. You know, he's teasing retirement. He's saying he's going to be a full-time superstar and he's lying about it. He wins you know, I went and looked up last night. I believe Logan Paul was U.S. champion for about 273 days. He successfully defended the belt twice. And on his third defense, he lost the belt. The U.S. Championship has been in a weird spot for a very long time now, you know. Fortunately, we had Gunther revitalize the IC Championship to where it's a lot more important than it used to be. The U.S. Championship has fallen to this level of irrelevance, and Logan Paul is a very big component of that, you know. Because you got to think about it. Austin Theory was champion for about 78 days, I think it was. The next person to be champion for longer than Theory and Logan Paul is Dean Ambrose. Not Jon Moxley, Dean Ambrose, because he was about 300 days. And he barely defended the belt. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe it is Dean Ambrose number 1, Logan Paul number 2, and Austin Theory number 3, at least since like 2013. So we have Dean Ambrose, an actual wrestler, Austin Theory, an actual wrestler, and Logan Paul, a celebrity, YouTuber, podcaster guy. And I don't understand why he keeps getting these marquee level like opportunities. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense for me, you know. If someone can direct me to what Logan Paul has done for this company, and with proof of it, not just saying things, because I promise if one more person says that he brings in fans, and I'm like, okay, if you run with the point that he brings in fans, how about when he was champion for those 273 days and he didn't show up on TV? So people were coming to the shows to see Logan Paul and Logan Paul was not there. So are we retaining those fans that he quote unquote brought in? No. These new guys who just came in to watch SmackDown because they wanted to see Logan Paul do a move and they realized, oh, Logan Paul's not on the show tonight. Why did I come? And they never come again. People aren't just spending money for WWE just to see it. It's too expensive for that. The only people who are spending all the money to go to tickets are people who watch every single week. You know, casual fans aren't just buying $400 tickets to a show they've never watched before or haven't watched in years, because there's no reason to spend all that money for something that you may not even like. And all for Logan Paul? Come on. So this is my thing. I understand what the company was trying to do with Logan Paul, but he should have stayed in the celebrity box. You know, he should be the guy they bring in. If he wants to be an attraction, cool. If he wants to bring a guy, he wants to be the guy who they just bring in for certain big matches at Saudi Arabia, cool. But winning U.S. championships and not defending the belt, being advertised on TV or being advertised as a fighting champion and then not doing any of those things, and people running with the fact that, oh, because he's off TV, it's making the belt worth more, when in fact it's doing the complete opposite. Logan Paul does not have the Roman Reigns effect. And I don't even agree with that effect. I hate when champions aren't on TV. I hate that. I think champions should always be on TV because you're the champion. You should always be letting the people know that you are the best. But now in this modern era, the champions don't come to TV shows and they just stay home. And apparently that's making the belt worth more because they're not there. That makes no sense at all. So Logan Paul, has done, as far as I could find, if someone could tell me something that he did for this company, please let me know. As far as my calculations go, he's done nothing for this company. Logan Paul has not changed this company for the better. In fact, he may have made it worse, because he got a championship as prestigious as the U.S. Championship used to be back in the day. Has one of the longest reigns in modern history and one of the worst reigns in modern history. So again, I ask, why is Logan Paul even here? I need Triple H to give this man his pink slip, let him go to AEW, or just let him do what he's supposed to do. YouTube and Vine and all this stuff. He can be a great athlete all he wants, but there's other components of wrestling that he's not passionate about, and you can see it. Or he just doesn't care. He only cares about the paycheck that they're giving him. So why should he be prioritized over people who've been working day in and day out for the opportunities that Logan Paul was just given because he has a whole bunch of views, a whole bunch of followers? It makes me sad that this company has turned into, we're going to give celebrities the world because they have followers, but we're going to push away people that, are much better wrestlers but are sitting backstage because we don't know what to do with them. But let's bring in KSI and ISO Speed and Kai Cenat and Logan Paul and all these people and give them the world for no reason.